being alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I'll be waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Seahawks are the least scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Falcons' offense that will need to rise to the occasion. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Now Ryan on second down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, Ryan surveying the field. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's got the NFL's leading receiver a year ago, Julio Jones. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
On second down, here's Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for third down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And it is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game.
Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, 76 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, Rawls. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Most in the NFL. Of course, City had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015.
And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A really nice carry there by the Flint, Michigan native Thomas Rawls.
A transfer from Michigan back to Central Michigan. Got overlooked in the NFL draft when he came out. Ended up being a priority free agent. And boy, what a rookie season he had before injuring an ankle. This guy is something else. When he gets going, their offense really responds.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas rolls with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Call that a loss of 7. To bring up 4th. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction. and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Brief break in the action here. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Fresh set of downs here.
Got his left. Got his left.
Now Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. In the slot on the right is Graham. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target, and it's 4th down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. It's caught, left side, Tammy. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Looking for Austin, intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen?
And this is caught inside the 5. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 52 yards.
Well, we know that someone has absolutely no fear. 4th down, they throw it downfield. That ball was competed for by both the defender and the guy catching it, and he comes down with it. Now they got 1st and goal. What a big-time play.
Now Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Nice job holding him out of the end zone on 3rd down, but give a big assist to the crowd. They've been with him the entire game and have spurred them on. Here in the second half, they've really helped elevate their play.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go again with Rawls. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Tackle made there by Phillip Wheeler.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On third down, Wilson. Austin's got it left side. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's looking for Austin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Again, Ryan looking for someone to throw to. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
To throw again is Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Now it's Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And now they're in the hurry-up. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even... Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Watch left. Stop right there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Ryan looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Adrian Claiborne in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on.
And a loose football. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Ryan wants to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aldrick Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.